recently had someone say to me, "You're like a crunchy mum, but you're unhinged." I am unhinged. I have ADHD, and this is what it looks like in older women. Late diagnosis, self-diagnosed as well, totally counts. I'm not paying over $2,000 to get a piece of paper to qualify for some assistance program that probably wouldn't really even help me when I can film and make money from content about how hopeless I am. Plug for my other channel, The Hopeless Housewife. Anyway, I thought that I would share what a week is like in my life. However, this week is a little bit different because when I was filming this week, I knew that I was going to Melbourne the following week, and so there was a lot of stuff ticking in my brain of like, I need to do this thing because of this thing, but I couldn't tell you because I wasn't 100% sure when this vlog was coming out, because I was pretty sure it was coming out before I went. I didn't want to put anything else out before I went away to Melbourne, and I did everything when I came back, and so got some content to come about that. And so I think that's where my week was even more chaotic than what it normally would have been, because I like to explain a lot of stuff, and so I'm trying to sort of in my brain explain a little bit of some stuff. Like, you'll see me get some shoes, and I totally 100% needed them for Zumba, but I was like, oh, and a benefit is I'll have new shoes for Melbourne. And then I started sidetracking, thinking of other things. I was like, we'll leave it for another time. So enjoy. If this video is not for you, that's totally okay. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy, and if you see yourself in similar situation, reach out, say hey. I guess this video is mostly for the die-hard vlog people and that appreciate me for me and are looking for a bit of a laugh, so enjoy. I found this in one of the bags while I was decluttering. I do remember I got it for $2 from NQR when I got the last little pasties. So I thought I'd make them, but I'm going to make them into cupcakes instead of a full cake. Cupcakes are done. I need to clean my oven. They can just sit and hover. Charging my speaker. It's only been plugged in for half an hour. I've still got an hour before I have to leave, so hopefully that will be enough charge. 5:20. I have just gotten home. I'm about to get dinner ready and then eat, because I want to make sure that I have eaten a good hour before I start jumping around. And have to get my daughter some dinner as well. I'm just trying to think what to get. I think I'll defrost some previous plant-based chicken, because today I've really struggled to get motivated, and so I haven't gotten everything done that I wanted to do today. And yeah, just dropped my son at the gaming group, and he's the only one there with the leader, so it's a little bit worrying because they might not play very much of the game, which is fine, but he probably has to come home early, which will probably be an issue if I'm teaching a Zumba class. So my head is at, what's that gonna look like in the future, because this is our first week back. Last week was school holiday, so it was fine, but moving forward it's kind of like, what's going to happen? Because even if my son texts me that we're home early, we've got to figure out a way for either my husband or him to pick him up, because I'll be at Zumba. I can't just leave mid-class, so then I can message hubby and say you'll need to go and get him, which is totally fine. But it is just, yeah, the whole semantics of it's too hard to explain. But it's kind of like a tag team thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave that with you, basically to say that now I'm like, my son is an adult, but just having that disability just adds a little bit to the panic at times with trying to keep things under control and normal-ish routine. And when things go a bit, it's, yeah. Anyway, let's go. there's a couple of tennis balls in the car park opposite where I teach Zumba, and I normally would pick it up and throw it back into the tennis court, but the last time I did that I did actually pull a muscle in my shoulder, so I'm not going to do that again, because if I injure myself, it's not good. Happy Wednesday. I've just finished teaching Zumba. It's like 20 past 11 because I've sat here and decompressed. I always do that in my car. I've sat and scrolled on my phone a little bit, and I'm getting ready to go home. I've got a headache, so I need to get home pretty quickly. I have taken something, but I just probably need to get home and do coffee and some breakfast and get some sustenance into me. And I need to finish editing a YouTube video and get that up and organized, and then also film another video, because I'm really needing to get ahead with some videos, because I got something coming up next week, and I know that it's going to throw me not being available as much. And so yeah. But the worst thing is I'm one video ahead already, and so yesterday I didn't get anything done. I kind of was all day like, I'm gonna do it, which is typical ADHD. And every time I got up to do something, I was like, oh wait, I better just double check this, I better check this. And then it got all day and I didn't get anything done. I got dinner cooked, and that's about it. Update, and last night, luckily someone else did rock up to the gaming group, so they were still playing until 9 o'clock. So of course I finished Zumba and I bolted down to where they were, and then they were still playing for another hour. So I sat there staring at my phone that was on like about 5%, because my other charger thing, I don't think it was in my bag. I think it's at home. And I was playing a game on my phone because I kind of thought I can't really I can't really sit there and scroll social media. But I did also sit and watch the TV for a little bit, trying to figure out this thing about some people on fishing boats and trying to catch, they're in a competition or something. I'm so confused. I rarely watch TV. We own a TV. The antenna's broken. We can't really, yeah, anyway. Breakfast is smashed banana with cinnamon sugar on toast, because I couldn't stop thinking about it on the drive home. So I have one piece of multigrain bread and one piece of white bread, because that's all I had. I've got 2 crusts left of this one, and there was 1 piece of multigrain. 2 crusts of this one, I'll probably freeze it to make breadcrumbs. And I have this thick toast bread that my daughter really likes, because of course I bought it on markdown, so I'm always going to try and look out for that now. And I've opened my markdown milk. Finally, I've got a coffee. Still got my dish from last night, and I realised I made cupcakes last night and I forgot to put them away, so my daughter's put cling wrap over the top of them to look after them, which tells me that one of my cake containers is not clean for her to put them in. And I need to get another cake container that's clear, because seafood need it, and then it can sit on the bench. That's so dirty. My son's can from last night. Stick that in the recycling, and I need to clean up the bench. I just had 0 energy last night. We will eat this and probably sit and chill on YouTube for the next half an hour, and then we'll see where we're at. I need to sort this fridge out. Add that to to-do list. Hello, it is 20 to 2, 1:40, and I've wasted the last hour. Stuck playing this game called Wool Crush. It's free, and you've got to unravel these knitted things, and you click the buttons and the balls go in and it unravels the thing before the dragon gets to the cat. And anyway, and the fridge is a hot mess. We've got dishwasher running at the moment. I've got some other things that I need to wash, but I've also got to finish the fridge and wanted to do the freezer as well. But for now, I'm just going to make my son fried rice because I can do that while the dishwasher's going, and then we'll figure out where to go from that. Problem is, I've got about 4 things that need to get done today, and they're all bigger tasks. So, and I've also just realised I was planning on going over to Athlete's Foot because I need new shoes. Haven't bought any shoes for quite a few months, and I need them because it would be good to have them before next week. But I need to finish editing one of my videos to see if I can get it up in time. I could then try and go over to the shops at like 5 o'clock because I just have to walk in and go, I want Asic Keanu's 8.5 wide, thank you, and grab them and go. I don't need them tried on or anything like that, so fast sale. And then we're also out of bread for lunches, so I need to get that as well. So Coles grocery haul part 1 probably happen tonight, which means I will just have to grab that folder and go because I haven't really planned a lot because we still have most of the food from last haul and leftovers. Alright, lunch is served. I'm having a sip of duper, hoping it will help my headache. Oh, last spoon. There we go. Give that to my son. I've peeled some potatoes. These are the littlest potatoes known to man. Grateful, food is food. Alright, I'm going to put those in the oven. My cooked chippies. And, oh, do not fall out. And my leftovers. It's not much. My leftovers zapped in the microwave. Add some tomato sauce. Near enough is good enough. Hello, it's 5:15. It was 4:30 a minute ago. I have finished editing and uploading my video, which is about grocery haul. If I didn't get it finished by sort of 5-ish, I was going to go with another video. But I'm glad this one's here. So that's good. And I'm about to go and get dinner ready. Got the last multigrain bread. Just get a plain white toast bread, I think. Oh, that's a bit boring. Okie dokie. Thursday morning prep. I've got a sandwich for myself and a muesli bar, my banana and coffee. I just made my son a wrap just to visually remind him to have lunch today, but his wraps are here for him to eat if he wants something. So that's my usual Thursday morning routine. And I put that there so he can see it. Happy Thursday. Just finished teaching Zumba. I'm like a pack horse. I've got a suitcase because it's filled with our Zumba sticks because for the past 4 weeks we've been doing the Zumba weight things. Some extra ones in this bag. Got my backpack because I've showered and the handbag. It's a bit late today as per usual. When I get stuck behind a truck that is only doing 80, it's a bit hard. And then today was a bit difficult because I'm away next week for class and there's another instructor that was meant to be coming to cover me, but she was sick today and she was coming to learn some things because she hasn't taught Zumba in years. And I don't know, because when I'm not here they put this screen down and they play Les Mills, I think it's like Body Jam or something, which I did years ago before Zumba was a thing and I loved it, but I'm a dancer, so a lot of people are unhappy and I don't have to tell people that I'm not going to be here, but I'm a people person like that and I'm like, guys, just a heads up, I'm not going to be here next week, please come and support Eleanor if she's covering, but I don't know because she's been away all week, so she hasn't been able to see other people's teachings, and so the screen might be here. All I can let you know is check the online booking. If it says Les Mills dance, then no, obviously the instructor isn't coming. So anyway, I nearly got run over by a car. And I don't have to tell people that I'm away, but I do it because there's this thing in instructor land or in gyms. You get to know who your instructors are, you get to know who you like, and you know, you'll see people walk into a class and go, oh, that's not who you're meant to be, and they'll walk out again. But I always say, as we've always been taught in Zumba, please come along and support whoever's here. You know, come for the workout, come for the class. But I told them mostly because if that screen's there, half of them will not come to class and they'll be really upset. And there's no one else to cover me, so that can be a bit tricky sometimes. So we pray. As I've said, just check the online booking. If it says Les Mills dance, then that's what it is. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get anyone. And if not, I hugely apologize, but I rarely ever miss a class unless I'm really sick or away, which is rare. I try and be fair. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, now we're off to Foodland to have a look for some markdowns with my Coles back. But I just had to walk back to my car to check that I locked it because the buttons on my key are wearing out. And some of it is just pure habit too. I know which one is which, but I second guess myself sometimes, and I get out of the car and I just press it automatically. But then I think, did I lock the car? So sometimes I go back and check because I couldn't hear the clicking either. These are still $2. I've been waiting for them to go on sale for like 50 cents. They look good though. But look at this trolley. Oh, so good. And I've left heaps for other people. The trolley. I've got my chippies. And there's heaps here. And heaps of stuff here that we wouldn't eat, or I don't like the price. Okay, off to get mum to go to bingo. No time to get petrol because we took so long in markdowns. That's okay. We've got markdowns. I've still got half a tank anyway, and petrol prices have come right back down again, so all good. Might get some after bingo, after food shopping. Okay, got my list. Haven't checked for the new week. I'm shopping with mum, so we'll see what's there. But we've got noodles and they're not on special. Okay. I grabbed the catalogue to have a look to see if there's anything half price that jumped out at me, and I could barely open the catalogue, and I just got frustrated with it. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to walk up and down every single aisle and see if anything speaks to me. And then while I'm in here, I thought I'd record a little bit of B-roll footage, which is just some pictures that you can then put over the top of a voiceover. Come on, Sammy. Sammy. Hello? Oh, have a scratch. Where's Honey? Where's Honey? Here comes Honey. Hello. Running late to the author's talk. I wasn't going to come at all, but I thought, you know what? Stuff it. So I pushed. Now I'm here.
Her earlier novel, The Three Miss Allens, was a USA Today bestseller. She is a regular...
I am home from the writers event. I'm very glad that I went. I didn't buy a book there though because it was $33 because it was a small independent publishing book. So I'll probably find a book somewhere else. I feel a bit guilty that I didn't buy a book, but she was like, it's okay. So we'll find a book somewhere. Happy Friday, everyone. I've just got home from teaching a Zumba, and I'm going to go inside and do coffee and breakfast and then sit and stare at YouTube. And then I'll try and film a video today. I already have tonight's video up, but I want to get some things ready for next week, just so I'm ahead. And I've just realized that I probably want to go to Aldi because they sell the mixed veg packet that I like the best. And also I might try and go to Athlete's Foot and see if I can get some new shoes because the back of my knee is starting to ache again. I've got, I think, a Baker's cyst in there, so I need to get new shoes. I'm well overdue. I normally get a new pair of shoes every sort of 4 to 6 months or so. Yeah, anyway. And the library, there's a book that's come on hold, so I'm gonna go and get that. Last night I went to the authors event. That was amazing. It was free. I was a little bit starstruck. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that in today's day and age we get to meet our favorite authors. And they had the time, like they really looked at you when you talked to them as well, and they were really invested in you. And like all the women, it was so good because Victoria Perman's book, The Marriage Trap, which I'm gonna probably go and buy myself too. There are some books I'm happy to buy outright like that. It's about the 1960s and when the contraceptive pill came in, and she wrote some characters around that. So it was really good to hear her talk about the book. And then later in the year, one of my other favorite authors, Trisha Stringer, she's coming back for her next book tour. And that's the thing, they're good friends in real life, so they were there together last night, so I got to meet both of them, which was totally awesome. And yeah, no, it's just really good. I wasn't gonna go, like I had planned to go, and I booked a ticket online because it was free, but you just had to register. And then I got home and I was trying to get dinner ready and everything was taking too long. I was like, I'm not gonna go. And then I'm like, no, you wanted to go, like just go. Someone else can serve dinner, you don't have to be here. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna go. So I got everything cooked. They just had to wait the 15 odd minutes for it to finish cooking and then serve, and that's all I had to do. So I was like, nah, we're going. So it's really good. So I'll go inside and yeah, I'll see you when I see ya. Coffee, breakfast. Back on the banana and cinnamon sugar train, and marked down milk, of course, in my coffee. Hello, it is 1:45. No, it's 1:50. See, I don't even know what the time is. And I've just come over to Westfield to do the shopping, and I'm currently in ADHD spiral mode. So I thought that I'd share because this is real life and this is what happens in my brain and why we just end up, I would lose my head some days if it was not attached, let me tell you. So I got home, did coffee, did breakfast, turned on YouTube, started watching some things and went, oh, that's a video idea, and started mentally planning and tracking some things in my mind, making some notes about stuff. Then I had a look at the diary to think when I could start filming that and how that would work. And then my brain started going in a different thought pattern direction, and I was thinking about different things and different ideas. And then I started scrolling on my phone. I was checking emails, I was checking Facebook, checking Instagram, checked TikTok, looked at about 4 videos and turned it off. I'm really off of TikTok at the moment. Went back to my emails, then I realized hadn't checked this thing, hadn't checked that thing, hadn't checked if Chemist Warehouse have the goat shampoo that I want on special, so quickly had a look. Oh no, it's not on special this week. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's an idea for that video thing that I want to do down the track. Oh, let's try and remember that. I've just realized I haven't written it down either, so hopefully this will remind myself. And then we still got to get to the shops and do all these things. We're like, oh, let's check the everyday rewards just in case there's an offer in there that we can back up with some things. Oh, and there's an offer sort of that I would do half, and I could do a bit more, could get the offer, like maybe because I could do that thing because there's an offer to get chicken, and I just got Nagi's tin e-books and there was a chicken recipe in there, and I'm like, oh, I really want to try that. So I'm like, well, that would kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and then I could film that, and then that could be content for a future video. That would work really well. Okay, cool, let's do that. Need to get my shoes. Okay, do we have a Qantas reward thing? Because I get points at Athlete's Foot. Need to make sure I have that. There's no point going in and buying my shoes if I don't get the reward points. It's a waste of time. Cool, I've got that. Oh, I've still got my Myers birthday reward. Could I go and get that done? Maybe, but I'm at one end of Westfield. I don't want to walk all the way to the other. Okay, let's see how we go. Could go to Coles. Actually don't want to go to Coles. They won't have any markdowns probably the time that I go. It's not till later in the day, and I don't want to be out that late tonight. I need to get home because the fridge still needs to get emptied and get all the stuff done. And I want to try and film some sort of content today, so I've got stuff there, because I need to start getting my videos edited and preloaded for next week when I'm away. I already have tonight's video sitting there loaded, ready to go, which is probably why I'm not organized today, because I know I have a buffer, which is what ADHD people tend to do. We procrastinate if we know we're safe in some areas. But I know that I need to get things done and organized, because next Thursday I lose nearly a whole day because I'm going down to mum's to take her food shopping and and do all the things I normally do with her on a Thursday, because I'm away next week. And I want to help her do all that so she's not without food shopping and everything else, because I don't want to ask anyone else to help me, even though other people that take her to bingo would happily take her to Coles to get some dog food and a loaf of bread. But I'm kind of there like, I can't ask. That's embarrassing. It was bad enough when she had to go to the chemist the other day, and she just happened to make mention of it, and they're like, we'll take you. She's like, no, it's okay, I can wait till next week. They're like, don't be silly, get in the car. So I know there's heaps of people out there that will ask, but she doesn't like to ask for help, which is perfectly fine. And then I went back to check the emails and scroll Facebook again and had a quick look, and I don't know what I was looking for, something to grab my attention, but it just wasn't there. And then I just had to go, we need to get out of the house. I'm sitting here planning for the what ifs, and I need to go and get a couple of things, then I need to come home, because I also really need that thing from Audi. And that's what an ADHD spiral looked like. Had a quick shower, didn't wash my hair, really need to wash my hair. However, I don't want wet hair and then have to be out of the house. But that means I need to wash my hair tomorrow, which is a bit of a pain in the bum, because I need to, tomorrow, volunteering for the bread run. I'm not the main lead to get it, but yeah, anyway. So ADHD people hate washing their hair. It's a pain in the bum. It is such an effort involved process. And then I was sort of thinking to myself, maybe I could go to one of the op shops that I know is not far from here and have a look for, I've got a bit of a list of some things. And then I'm like, I don't know, but yeah, anyway. So it is now 4 to 2. And we're going to go and do the shopping. It probably won't take long in saying that. And then that was the thing too, I was planning on coming earlier so I could get in and get out, because I don't really want to be focusing on markdowns. But Woolworths do all their markdowns around 2 p.m. and I'll be in there after that time. So maybe I'll happen to find something really good. But I'm sort of there like, we don't need any more meat because we just got all that other meat. We're still dealing with it. And we don't have any more brain capacity to be filming short style $10 meal ideas from Woolworths, even though I love it. But I just cannot. So welcome to my spiral, and I hope that this gives you some insight of my brain. This is why I'm BS crazy, bat crazy, and I'm sure someone can relate to it. This is what it's like for parents. This is why a lot of people don't get diagnosed till they're older, because they're done with the little kid thing, and all of a sudden now there's all this other stuff to do that's not the school run every single day. I didn't buy these, but this is how close I did get. So I walked in, I saw them on a markdown. I was like, oh, that's such a good bargain. And then when I saw pasta sauce markdown, I said, oh, and then the pasta was there. And I thought I can also get a garlic bread and I could do a whole meal for under $10. And then I was like, no, stop. We said we're not going to do this. So then I went and put everything back. But yes, it was a little bit of a panic nightmare. And then I went into Audi just to have a look around, and a little bit sad that my children do not eat these little spinach and triangle things anymore. They were really good, but that's another food now that is not on the safe list. Happy afternoon. It is just past 3:30. I've just got home. I took longer to get things done, but also I'll tell you the bit at the end why. So I got into Westfield and kind of went, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, and I didn't really write anything down, and I actually don't even want to be here. So I went and I did get my shoes. I got the ASIC gels, the regular black sand shoes that I wear, so that's handy. I went to Aldi, I got the frozen veg and picked up some burger buns. We do burger night Saturday night because my head is like, probably tomorrow night, Saturday night, I'm not going to want to leave the house. I know I can go and get free bread. It's just to go and pick stuff up, but I'm kind of like, I think I just want to be home. I'm not actually required to be there to help, but every now and again people go, and two of my other friends aren't going to be there, so I'm kind of like, I think I'll just have a night home, because yeah, that will be good. Probably I'll also have to wash my hair, so I don't want to go out with wet hair. I know I sound absolutely weird, but that's where my thought is. And then as I was leaving, I was like, I'm not going up to Coles because I want to look for markdowns, and even though I've got one more shop to finish, I need to think about it, because I really want to make sure I'm doing the best job possible, because next week I'm only here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's week 4 of the Coles spend, so I need to get that shop done. And I really need to plan strategic for it. It's probably going to be a big stockpile shop, because we still have the meat and stuff in the freezer, because we've done the markdown stuff from last week. So it's about prepping for that, because then I leave Thursday and I come back Saturday night. So I would have Sunday to go shopping if I want to, but I'm just hedging on the bet I want to have a relaxing day when I get back home. But also, last time I went to Melbourne and I came home, I was sick, and I don't want to go out in the community if I'm sick. And then as I was leaving, I went to Woolworths, and I did see some markdown things, and the brain started going, oh my gosh, you could do some content. And I did pick a couple of things up, and then I decided, no, you're not doing anything more. Done, okay. And it was good that I did that, because then when I was leaving, I ran into a friend of mine who I do the bread run with when we're doing the lead. So we had a really good chat in the car park. And then I went to the library because I got a message one of my books was here. But I forgot that I've got a couple of others, or surprised that I've got other books. I'll show you in a second. So that was exciting that they're all here. And I ran into a friend, I ran into someone that my daughter went to school with in primary school. I didn't recognize him at all. And he came up to me and he said, oh, excuse me, I think I recognize you. And I said, I thought, oh, here we go, because I get people speak to me all the time. And he says, oh, you're Kira's mum, aren't you? And I said, yeah, and started having a bit of a chat. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't recognize. And when he said his name, I went, how are you? How's the family? How's everyone? Because also in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, is your mum the one that passed away? Because also I used to have quite a few mums from primary school that were also Avon customers. So I'd met them out doing Avon, and then we found out all the kids were at school together. And then every now and again, people do come up to me and go, oh, I used to be mum's Avon lady. I just thought I'd say hello. I remember you coming to the door all the time. And I'd say, oh, how is your mum? Oh, unfortunately, she passed away. And oh, just like, world, please swallow me whole. And it was so nice, because his mum's still here, but he said to me, I have done a lot of soul searching in the last couple of years, and I have realized that I was quite an a-hole when I was younger, and I know that I was that to your daughter, and I have been waiting for years and years and years to be able to, if you could please pass on a message. I'm so sorry for my attitude and the way that I behaved. Now with us as a family, all my brothers are married and I've got kids, and I've just got married and I'm about to start a family. I just pray that I'm a better father than and make my children be better than what I was. I thought, how amazing, like someone, and I said, look, mate, kids will be kids, and it's great that you've come to that conclusion. So I'm going to pass that message on, because that's absolutely beautiful. So we got from the library The Joyful Frugalista. It's an audio book. I thought it was a book when I first got it. I have borrowed this 3 times and never got around to listening, so this is now going to be a priority. I've got a fridge, freezer, pantry, 150 easy recipes for kitchen staples, and I am really excited to get this because also, oh, it looks American. Okay. Chicken stock in a can. Just that it seems like it's an older book, and a lot of older books these days, oh, there we go, new 2010. A lot of older books just are not in the library. Mascarpone olives, no thank you. And then I got this book, Homemade Pantry, 101 foods you can stop buying and start making. So, oh, that's really good. Oh, okay, there are some pictures. I thought there was no pictures for a minute. I was like, oh no, here we go. But there are some pictures, so that's really good. I will go through and I will mark some pages because I've done that with the dinner book. There's a couple of things in there. Not everything I think we will make, but that could be something. We'll add that to the video list. Okay, we've talked enough. Let's go inside. Afternoon lunch. This is my lunch. I could have a chicken. We've got leftover chicken sticks from last night. I'm going to save it and have it in a salad for dinner. And then that helps stretch out some food. So I've just got the lemon yogurt thing, and I've just crushed up one of the oat cookie things into here. I'm sort of hungry, but I'm not really. So I figured this is a good snack. Because my kitchen bench looks like this right now. So I'm not really interested in dealing with that right now. And I'm going to sit down and enjoy said snack because I need to decompress after being out. But also my kitchen is a complete mess right now, and I don't want to have to deal with it. So if I just disassociate, watch some YouTube or something, then I'll get the motivation up. Happy Saturday. Yes, I need all the strength in the world today. I don't know. I'm off to Zumba, and yeah, I'm having coffee with me, which is rare. I normally have it when I get home, but after Zumba I want to go and do a little bit of food shopping and start setting up for next week, so then I can do a really good pantry audit of what we have, and then that will get done because I don't want to be stressed out trying to get everything fitted in for next week. Yeah, that's about it. It's raining, which I had been waiting for after yesterday's weather. So happy days. I've just realized my screen wasn't clean when I filmed that, sorry. I'm also drinking coffee because I'm a little bit hungry. I've run out of bananas. I go through stages of I really like bananas and then I don't like bananas, and last week it wasn't so much that I liked bananas, it was just that they were there, and I have been having mashed banana on toast. There is no logic to me. That's perfectly fine. Post Zumba, we're like 3/4 of the way for the first song, and the hall that I teach in today has the drama group in there practicing, and they come and they knock on the door, open the door, and he's like yeah, and he goes, whoever has the blue hatchback, they're blocking the driveway, we can't get the truck out. And I'm like, okay, you're going to need to wait about 38 seconds for the end of the song so I can make an announcement. And then I'm like, with the owner of a blue hatchback, please move your car because you're blocking the driveway. And about 3 people run out, even though they all go, I don't have a blue car, but I want to see what's going on. And one lady runs out, and then the guy comes back and he says, oh, don't worry, we got them out. And we're like, what? And he's like, they were parked on the other side of the road, so we just, instead of a 3-point turn, the car did about 20 turns. I went, oh, okay. So I start running out the front door to tell the other 2 people, it's fine, it's fixed, don't worry about it, because 2 of them apparently have blue cars, but they're not hatchbacks. So it's like, okay. I said, I don't know anything about cars, so if you just said a blue car, I'd be like, who owns a blue car? So that was a little bit of drama for and then at the end I nearly forgot to tell everyone, when I hear next week, And it's so funny because a couple of people went, neither am I. I went, oh, good call then. Like, you know, not that I base classes on how many people are here or not, but it was like, oh, okay. And another lady, she's away this week, but she's back next week. And then she's away the following week. So we were trying to work out when she'd be here, not here. And last week she basically said, I'll see you in a month then. And I'm like, no worries. Oh, and then I finally remembered to text everyone that I needed to. So I text the whole to say we're not here. So if they get a one-off booking, they can have it. If I text my other lady that I need help for a Zumba cover, just following up because I hadn't heard back. And then I text someone else about there's no Zumba class as well, because I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything and it's not last minute. I don't have time to go away, I'm too busy. Alright, let's go shopping. And Sunday's here and I'm doing a load of towels with some tea towels because they've been looking at me for about a week now. We have another pile of towels and tea towels and things like that, but this pile's been sitting there for a while. And the last couple of weekends I've just been so flat out, and by the time I get around to doing it, it's too late in the day to get it done. And now our kitchen is a hot mess right now. I just have had zero energy, and right about now where I bent over, I don't think I caught it on camera, but I felt something in my back go pop. My knee has been aching for the last couple of days, and I'm thinking that because I have my new shoes, it's helped correct my balance a little bit, but it meant that part of my sciatica also has flared up because I've been in bad shoes for so long for the past couple of weeks. And so my back's given out a little bit, and so apart from putting some of the things in the dishwasher, I didn't get much else done today. I did have the thought of organising the baking cupboard, but as you can probably see on the bench, there's a whole lot of stuff there because I need to finish filming the second grocery haul. And also now that my back has just popped, I don't really want to be bending over and doing a lot of stuff. So I started making the pancakes, and then I had to call hubby to ask him if he could please come and finish everything and cook them, because I really needed to sit down and have a bit of a rest. And I got a heat bag on my bag as well, which really helped for a little while. I end up hanging up the towels and the tea towels as well, because I was able to do that after a couple of hours. So yes, the towels sat there waiting for me. I could have asked someone else to do it. It wouldn't have been a problem, but I wanted to try and keep moving a little bit, because the thing is with having sciatica, you need to kind of keep moving where you can. This was funny as well. I took everything outside, and then after half a second went, whoop, nope, it's too cold out there. I need to grab a jacket. So I ran inside to grab a jacket, walked outside, and then realised that I was still recording, so needed to come in and grab that so I could take it outside, so I could film myself hanging everything up. And I will put together on my other channel, which is The Hopeless Housewife, a body doubling video, hanging out, washing, maybe some folding, some washing, just depends how much I can get done before I go. And then there's another video for you. I apologize so much for not having videos regularly on that channel. I've just had so much going on, family and events, like appointments, not events. So I get there where I can. I'm hanging the washing outside too, because even though it's forecast to rain tonight and maybe tomorrow, the towels are not important. So hopefully they might dry by the time I check them. But I need to leave the indoor clothes horses available for those that need clothes, the everyday type clothes. And hubby will do his washing on a Sunday normally anyway. And so I need to leave the clothes horse for him, because if he hangs his clothes outside and it rains overnight, he's going to have wet clothes in the morning, and that's not good for anyone. I also leave the indoor clothes horses available for the children because they don't like the texture of the pegs. Oh yeah, it also kept raining on and off, so I kept running in and out with the washing. Oh yeah, I did this at like midnight. My sciatica had eased a little bit, but it was still there. And I figured just in case I was really bad today and it is still a little bit niggly, at least I've got most of this done. I need a little bit of bench space to do some cooking and some other bits and pieces. And I actually turned the dishwasher on. I got up at like 8 o'clock this morning to go to the toilet. I did go back to bed. But then I figured by the time I got up, the dishwasher would be finished, which it is. So, got a head start for the day, which is nice, but now I need to put all of this away.